Hello boys and girls, welcome to another stream of Dwarf Fortress Laborarrows. We are in the late spring of 251. What has happened so far? Last session we played from the beginning of spring, 2 months into the spring. We have killed the wild turkeys running around on the surface. Found a kobold thief, managed to kill it as well. Here is his corpse. We have butchered the turkeys, which gave us some turkey leather. We must have it in here. Yes, 3 pieces of turkey leather, three turkeys. So we can make 3 more leather armors. We have started, well, the elven caravan came. So we quickly started making gold crafts and cutting gems and encrusting gold crafts with gems, because the elven caravan brought with them a cheetah cage and a jaguar cage. We have looked it up in the wiki. Cheetah and jaguar are very different species of large cats. If I remember it right, the jaguar is all over South and Mesoamerica, and cheetah is living in Africa, and there's a little enclave left in Iran where cheetah lives. Although they look pretty similar, they are very different. So we've got these 2 as pets now. The cages of them will be built anytime soon. We just don't know whether we should or we must feed them some raw meat. If so, then we need to prepare for that. Either buy a lot of meat from the caravan, hunt some turkeys or whatever, or just slaughter our camel and water buffalo and feed the meat to these cats. But I'd like to keep them and train them either for probably for hunting would do better job than for war, because in the war they get killed sooner or later, and it's precious pets. We paid about 30,000 dwarf bucks for them, paying about 100% of the what was the price we think they'd have. Our appraiser appraised them with about 150 bucks each. But it was, of course, the wooden cage which the elves precious so much. And I'm drifting off the summary. So summary was actually not more than that. We made some new rooms here. They are not fully furbished now with furniture. We are working on it, because 1 or 2 migrant waves, we can now accommodate 1 or 2 more migrant waves. And we need to discover the caverns, because we need pastures for the stock, camel and buffalo and sheep. We actually can breed sheep to feed the wild cat, the large cats. Yeah, archery range, we need to make more wooden arrows. Probably set up the hospital would be the first task I'd be up to if we have the time. This stream is not going to be too long, so I'm not sure whether we'll do a hospital. So that is the summary, and now we can play. Turkey meat. I'm not sure. We certainly have turkey meat. Yes, we've got prepared turkey intestines and turkey meat, so if need be, we have some meat to feed the cats. We need cloth for bags. because quarry bushes are here and we have no bags. So this is upstairs, right? No, this is actually down. Wait, is this not upstairs? I thought this is... actually, yes, this is upstairs. So we'll probably make it to up and downstairs. Or we could... mine through here. Have downstairs here, right, downstairs here, maybe an up and down stair here, and in this room we could have our clothes maker. Let's place the furniture. Optimus is asking, Nugget, is there a way to give importance to hauling? Like priority? I know what you mean, but I don't think there is. Hauling has some hard-coded priority. I think it's dynamic. I think it very much depends on the relation of empty stockpiles and amount of things which could be stored in that stockpile lying around. Like if you have a small stockpile, or if you have lots of things which are not stockpiled and you have a stockpile for it, it will be a high priority task to stockpile them. If you have something in between, maybe less priority. That's at least how I feel it in the game, but I don't know how you can modify it. You can tweak the hauling. I usually have hauling enabled for everybody because occasionally there is a certain amount of hauling to be done, and if it's a lot, there are times where there is a lot of hauling necessary, and there are times where there is little to no hauling necessary. And dwarves seem to adapt to it. So even if I have a mining job designated, my miners spontaneously decide to support the haulers before they start mining, because it's such a hauling rush. For example, when you're hauling trade goods to the depot, or if you're hauling wood to the inside stockpiles. So they seem to decide pretty much accordingly to the situation. So I never felt the urge to modify the priorities. Of course, what you can do is you can, like if you have 150 dwarves and you want only 70 of them be involved in hauling of any kind, then you just like throttle down the hauling by not allowing hauling for that many dwarves. Or you employ full-time haulers or something. Today I was thinking about iRacing. The new season in iRacing will start soon. I think next week. Next week will be a maintenance update. And I intend to race full 12 or 13 weeks of the season, starting in March. So there will be a little less Dwarf Fortress content coming up in that time. I think I will restrict myself to playing Dwarf Fortress only during the weekend. I'll be mostly racing then. So enjoy these daily streams while they last. Now tables and chairs. Mish says in panic voice, it's Sunday. Yeah, feels horrible, right? Tomorrow we have to go to work. Nobody likes that. Well, actually, I quite like my work. Oh, I think I have... No, no, it's fine. It's all chests. Is it all chests, really? Where did the weekend goes? Ask Mish. What do you do, Nagi, if you don't mind sharing it? I don't mind sharing it. I'm a software tester. I test embedded software, or actually not so much embedded. No, it's not embedded at all. It's in-car infotainment software or in-car entertainment software. Those kinds of software you have on these small computers inside the car, and which give you navigation or a media player or telephone, Bluetooth telephone and stuff like that. That sort of software. And being here in Wolfsburg, I tested on the Volkswagen. I mean, for the Volkswagen cars, what Volkswagen is developing. However, I'm not an employee of Volkswagen. I'm from a consulting company. So now we have here the cabinets are all gone, so tables. Oh, that was a miss. Sounds interesting. Optimus says, what was most pleasant job you have been doing? Well, I think this is my first real job, because before then I was a linguist, and as a linguist you don't really have a job. You're basically employing yourself and asking for money for research grants and making up your own research, going on conferences and presenting your papers and talks. Doing scientific research. So that was my former job. I gave it up. I wasn't too good at it. Actually, I was good at scientific research, but I I just could not write up the stuff I was researching. When I was about to publish the paper, publish the results, I just couldn't write it down. I don't know. I'm a poor writer. It wasn't much about that I had troubles put it into words. It was just more about the self-discipline to sit down and actually type in stuff, and yeah, just couldn't do it. Was weird. So I realized, well, I can't live as a linguist who doesn't write. So I was looking for another job, and actually, in between, before I was on welfare for about a year before after I quit linguistics. I knew that I have no other job to do, but I still decided to quit. It was that bad. Just couldn't live on as a linguist, and in that year I attended a course for acquiring skills of I didn't require too much of a skill, but it was about audio engineering. So setting up the audio stage for live music bands, mixing live sound, authoring CDs, recording, studio recordings, these how do you say, digital DAW, digital audio workstation software like Pro Tools and their plugins. So doing that, I graduated from there with a diploma, with a paper on the AAC codec for audio, obviously. Well, and with that, I got the job as a software tester for the audio stuff, for the media player in Volkswagen. They were developing a new kind of media player for the in-car entertainment, and we were looking for testers and didn't mind people with different background, like a non-technical background, because as a tester you were supposed to test it like if you were a normal customer. If a normal customer is sitting in the car, he doesn't need to know about the technical background, but I still had some sort of technical background in audio and media, but it helped a bit. But basically, since then I was testing from the point of view of a customer, like ready-built software and that. But right now I'm switching, in those years I've worked there, I switched more and more into more technical testing. So from that audio software, I'm testing. I was testing Android Auto, the system by Google, where you can project the screen of your mobile phone onto the screen in your car and play music and internet radio streams and Google Maps navigation from your mobile phone on the car screen. So that Android Auto I was testing from the very beginning to the release in Volkswagen earlier this year, and now I'm testing some phone stuff like Bluetooth phones and stuff that with more technical background, with all the stuff, how an SMS is sent and how the car's computer accesses the messages on your phone, and networking, like Wi-Fi in the car, testing stuff like that, with that sort of thing. What level did you reach? PhD? No, I was a PhD student, but I aborted my PhD thesis. I was actually I applied for a PhD position, PhD student position, but realized in the middle that I just will not be able to write it down. I had enough troubles with my master thesis already, and pretty much barely made it due to my lack of writing discipline. So PhD I just had to abort. All right, Dwarf Fortress. We need to find the caverns. We need to find the caverns. I started some weird looking fortress here. I don't really like the hallways we have. Like, we have an entrance right here, then we go straight, and here it splits in two halves. Like we have one half here, other half here, but the real thing is, I don't know why this is only 2 wide corridor. Why is it not 3 wide? But here's 3 wide again. So here it goes up, and here it goes down again. I mean, okay, so yeah, I see. So from the entrance you can actually go up here, and here you can go to the left. Wait, to the left down, where you will eventually see the dining room. You will see the kitchen, and down here you will see the room. So it's not so bad. It's like a enter the fortress, take a left turn here, take another left turn here, get to the dining hall, kitchen, and rooms on the west side. To the north we haven't really done anything. To the north is just another entrance to the rooms, and to the east is pretty much unused right now. So that was it. Mish says, so yeah, Optimus, to answer your question, what was your most pleasant job that you have been doing is the job I currently do. I cannot imagine doing anything better with my well, the way the job market is, and the way my profile is. I don't think I could be doing anything else with greater expertise, or with which would make me more happy than what I'm doing right now. Mish says, I heard that people are working on creating a digital HUD for cars that displays the speed on the... Yes, and not only the speed, it will display many more useful things. It's coming. I think some cars already have it. HUD, like if you look at the top level cars, like the Luxus limousines, they already have some sort of primitive HUD, but HUD is coming, certainly within, I don't know, like within 10 years, I think I could safely predict that it should be fairly common. It was pretty useful for save you from looking down. Yes, Mish, it is useful, and any car maker out there is probably working on some sort of HUD. Optimus says, I'm doing production last 15 years as a hobby. Production, music production? Oh, that's nice. Mish says, I have many times to learn music instruments, but I don't understand them. Nice, music production. Yeah, it's a hard work, I can tell. I know what it involves, music production. I'm glad I don't need to do it, to be honest. I learned how to do it. I mean, I don't really learn how to profoundly do it, but I got an overview of where I could go further and learn the stuff properly, but It was enough. All right. So kimberlite. I would very much like to see more of the kimberlite stone here. If it's a whole layer, so be it. Let's dig here. Alongside these rooms. And then we will dig north to the dark blue kimberlite here. See if we can find any diamonds. And what's your native profession, Optimus, if I may ask? So if you say it's music production is connected with my native profession, one goes along with another. Yeah. Uh-oh, something's happening. Oh. Sudden hang, that was weird. Nothing bad is happening to our fortress. Master degree of design graphic. Ah, so you make then the cover arts on CDs and stuff and DVDs. Master degree of design graphic. Wonderful. Design graphic. Rock crystal again. Wow, rock crystal clusters. Okay, now we will need to dig up here. User interface, user experience. Yes, UI, UX. You said it earlier. I remember it now. It's great stuff. Yeah. Here we have kimberlite. So exciting. So let's try to go down here through the layers. More kimberlite, and what is this? Citrine cluster. What sort of rock is this? Slate. Okay. More citrine. Is slate magma safe, I wonder? check it out. Slate, not magma safe, and kimberlite. It's probably also not magma safe. But granite, not magma safe. Okay, but limestone, how about limestone? Not magma safe. Citrine. Low value gems. Optimus says, I work for a company from the US, so there's a lot to do from video to sound works, visual works. Okay, and a slate. Slate here we have seen, not magma safe. Another layer of kimberlite. And what is this? Gabbro. Gabbro is the only stone that contains kimberlite, which is the only stone that contains diamonds, and gabbro is magma safe. So we have our magma safe stone now. Okay, let's make another probe here. Let's don't designate too much. Maybe a cavern will be found, and then we will need to adapt it. When you said, Optimus, that music and visual art are very close, are you also thinking in terms of how is it called? I mean, there's a type of people who can see the sound they hear, when hearing and seeing are somehow interconnected in their brain, so they can't really there's an overlapping area where they can, where the sound somehow makes them see colors, or colors make them hear sound, or something. I think it's called synesthesism or something like that. Synesthesia. Yeah, synesthesia is the production of a sense impression relating to one sense or part of the body. Simulation of the other sense of the body. Yeah, synesthesia. And most common form of synesthesia is sound and color. So, but it's considered a like a burden to your life. But it's been known that some synesthetic people were artists and could do wonderful things, like because like I heard our sound mixing teacher talk about audio or sound engineer from the labs or studios where they recorded Beatles a long time ago, and the guy was also giving some courses, and he was the way he heard the sound from the music band somehow translated into sensation of colors. So he said, okay, when we're mixing this, let's call this sort of sound green, let's call this sort of sound blue, and let's add a bit of blue here and green here and yellow here. So he was explaining his mixing techniques in terms of colors and the sound texture he was producing there. He related it to colors. And many arts people or mathematicians, when you see people calculating the third square root of huge numbers, they mostly do it because numbers to them, they sense the numbers in a different way. They sense the numbers, they see the colors of numbers, shapes, sizes. When you see these genius mathematicians or genius people who can calculate in their heads, they often talk about, well, I memorized this because it makes sense. You have some sorts of shaped object, different sizes, and the way you arrange them, and you get a number from it. Okay, because they somehow feel it. They feel it different. So it's probably even profitable to be a synesthetic. But Paul says, yes, we saw a video of a case where someone could taste words. It wasn't fantastic for him. He could taste burnt eggs at certain words. Oh, but taste good things at other words. Yeah. Having conversation will make him sick. Oh, that's, yeah, I can see why this is not considered a treat. Yeah. Yeah, these savants, or savant, they often don't have deductive capabilities, yeah. Microcline! Wonderful! Bright blue stone. But where? Where is my micro? Here! Oh, great, we can color code our furniture. I love it. It's been such a long time since I've had it. Microcline. Oh boy, wonderful. Let me share the microcline window with you. I wonder, when I read this chemical formula, I must think of the Casio watch, these digital watches. Casio. Of course, this is Calcio. But, ooh, silicate minerals, yeah. Microcline feldspar, perthite. Perth, probably from Australia, Perth. Nice, nice, nice. Is one of the most common stone types, really most common. Why don't I find it? It's been like 10 fortresses since I've seen it. Showing pretty much everywhere. You liars. Its distinct cyan color is shared only by raw adamantine and ice. Microcline is the low temperature form of alkali feldspar. Okay. Mish is asking about the savants. Is that similar to how some people can hear music and they already know how to play the music? I don't know. No, I don't think so. It's just musician and talent for music. I mean, there was certainly something special about Mozart and Beethoven, who could really hear the music once and write it down later. But no, I don't know whether they were synesthetic. Optimus says, I'm having a lot of microcline as well. As I can see, gem cutters can cut minerals too. Yes, they can cut minerals too. Some people say it's a good way to train your gem cutters, to let them first cut some low value rock, and once they are legendary, let them cut the diamonds. But I have so many gems that before we can find diamonds, our gem cutters will be legendary. Quite sure. Tetrahedrite, yes! The ore of copper fortress is saved. We have weapon and armor grade material. No iron yet, but I'm so happy to have found copper. I need no more. Copper, gold, diamonds, rock crystal, flagstone, no aquifer, lots of wood. Perfect. Nagi's success face. Okay. What are you doing with the microcline? Yeah, you say I will give them a few tasks just to see the value. Okay, do it. Wait, do we have silver actually? Have we found silver? We have gold and silver? I am not aware of the silver. So far, stones we have is limestone, granite, gabbro, slate, marble, gold, nuggets, tetrahedrite. So no silver there. But gold, tetrahedrite, gold, tetrahedrite, diamonds, flagstone. And we are in 3 different biomes, so who knows? Tetrahedrite can give silver. No. Tetrahedrite doesn't give silver. Tetrahedrite is pure, pretty much pure copper. What gives you silver is, I think, galena. Galena gives you silver and lead. And there is another ore of silver, I forgot. I have to look it up. Silver ores. Silver. Oh, actually, tetrahedrite gives 20% silver. You are right. You are right. No, who said it? Paul. Paul. Thank you. I didn't know. I didn't know that tetrahedrite contains silver. It's like 20% silver. Galena is 50% silver. And horn silver. There's horn silver, native silver, galena, and tetrahedrite. Okay. Then we have silver as well. Whew. Now, there is so many alloys we can make now. Like black bronze, silver, gold, and copper. Sterling silver, electrum, silver and gold, billion, silver and copper. Wow. Silver has the highest density of all the weapon-grade metals. Its additional weight enhances the performance of bludgeoning weapons such as maces, mauls, and warhammers. However, a low shear strength means silver-made edged weapons such as spears, swords are quite terrible compared to other weapon-grade metals. In tests in the object testing arena, silver warhammers were found to be the deadliest weapons humanoids. Elves, goblins, humans, fear my silver warhammers. I now believe Nagi is cheating. How am I cheating? He must be right. This first embark suggestion must truly be the best possible, says Lord. Have you experienced similar? Have you similar experience with the first embark suggestions? When you play that, you get a very good sight. I mean, try it, guys. The next time you start a fortress, try to embark on the very spot the random generator shows you. Because I did it and I can't really complain, man. It's like a treat after all those years with poor sights. Chuck is asking, is this guy playing Tetris or what? Yeah. No, man, no, Chuck. We are playing Dwarf Fortress. Admittedly, it has not much of a graphic, but only because I did not install the graphic pack, third-party graphic packs. But all the ASCII symbols here represent different stuff. This is, for example, inside a mountain with a down ramp, up ramp, a room dug with a table and chair. Here is a bed, hatch cover. This is a staircase up and down, this X. Table, chair, cabinet, chest. These pound symbols in bright yellow is gold ore, so we can mine gold in our mountain, smelt it to gold bars and make gold crafts. So our fortress is getting richer and richer. We found some rock crystal gems here. For example, here we have a dining room with lots of tables and chairs. These are white because they are made from limestone rather than wood. I should replace them with wooden ones. And these are some barrels and stuff. So you see, everything you see here is an object. Here, for example, is a small kitty, small cat on the staircase. So now we were happy that we have found down here, when I descend the levels, microcline and tetrahedrite, ore of copper, which will allow us to forge copper weapons and copper armor for our military. We should start with that. Wow, copper ore. We are saved. And what is this? This is gabbro again, with more tetrahedrite. Wow. It looks like microcline and gabbro are alternating stone layers here. And what is this? Filite. Fillet. Is it fillet or filite? Now I don't know. Granite, tetrahedrite. Filite. Fine-grained metamorphic rock with a well-developed laminar structure, intermediate between slate and schist. I know fillet, phyllite. Oh, what is this? This is weird. Rutile. I haven't seen that yet in Dwarf Fortress, a rutile. What is it good for? What is rutile? I mean, color coding stuff from stone. Purple stone found in small quantities within metamorphic stones, as well as within granite, like pitch blender. It's magma safe. Wow. One of the 3 minerals that forms titanium dioxide in real life. Rutile has one of the highest refraction indices of all natural mineral. It is used to refract ceramic, white pigment. Well, there is no titanium in Dwarf Fortress. Lord says, first suggested embark prospect result. Nothing that impressive. Perhaps you were just lucky, says Lord, and shares a screenshot of sphalerite. Whoa. Galena, silver and lead. Native gold. Okay, only 78 though. Not too much native gold. Sphalerite is an ore. What is sphalerite ore of? Nickel? Zinc. Sphalerite is zinc. Amethyst, green tourmaline. Okay, microcline, autoclass, cryolite, saltpeter. Nothing that special, really. Yes. So, what sort of does this command in df hack reveal you the layers, or does it only count them without revealing them? Chuck Norris says, I remember watching this guy's Oblivion videos like 7 and 8 years ago. Legend. Oh, thanks. Yeah, those were the times with Oblivion. Nice that people still remember it. So phyllite layer. Oh, what is this? Quartzite. Quartzite. Quartzite, right? Lord says, that was given to me by Prospect All, which calculates everything as if the whole world map was revealed. Prospect gives you just what you have already seen. Aha. Yeah. I think that most of the surprises we have already unveiled, unveiled. We know we have kimberlite with potentially some diamonds in it. We know that we have tetrahedrite. There is one more thing which can surprise us, and that is if we can find ores of iron in one of the other two biomes. But I doubt that we will be that lucky. It's not really too important, really. Most important thing is now that we find the caverns. So that we can have some pastures indoors. Oh, browser is still open. I'm sorry for it. Thank you. Yeah, I was doing nothing. I was just designating another hallway here. So we are now heading south. There's prospective mining. Then we'll make a small room here for a crossing of ramps, and turning back east with another place for crossing. That was what I was designating. Let's see it. Oh, needs bed. My carpenter's not working anymore. Why not? Let's make him do bed, chair, table, cabinet, chest, hedge cover, and a door. Here we have the not cougar, cheetah and jaguar. Optimus says, by the way, I saw a couple of instructions how to choose other races in Dwarf Fortress instead of dwarves. Lord says, yeah, it's fairly easy. You just have to mess with the entity default file, I think. Yeah, you can mod Dwarf Fortress to embark with elves or humans or goblins, kobolds even, and other. I mean, people have modded Dwarf Fortress to contain all sorts of races, like this Masterwork mod for Dwarf Fortress. It contains other fictional races. You just add them to the rows and generate a world with it. Optimus says, yep, one of the files, but I'm not sure how it will work, how it will look to dig ground with elves. You want to play the elves? Well, yeah. Well, then don't do it. Don't dig. Make wooden things, make rope reed bags decorated with plum wood and sell them to the dwarves is what you do as an elf. Or try to sell them to the dwarves before you get attacked or drowned in one of their depots. Ooh, you have discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. Whee! Mission accomplished, guys. Look, this is the top of some underground trees. As we go, oh, vast pastures, underground lakes. This is such a vast cavern. Oh boy, we'll have troubles digging below this, or digging around it. Look at the remains here. Cave spiders certainly live here. Yeah, cave spider, silk web, cap, a hopper. So far it's only small critters. Rotten bats. Nothing so special. Let's... Peregrine donkey. There are no other critters right now. The caverns seem pretty empty. Spider silk. I must immediately forbid to gather silk. Is there not... Auto-collect webs. That's a very evil option. We must disable it. Ferko, yeah, with the koala. I love this emoji. Oh, sorry. It looks pretty... Is that a custom gen? No, no, this is the standard. I did not change any single one of the gen options. Optimus is asking about elves. So they are surface species. This changes everything. I think they live in tree towns. Is it possible? I heard like things like that some elves live in tree towns. I have never seen one. We should visit an elven village in adventure mode once the new version is out, and I'm playing it actually. Actually, the new version is already out. I haven't just played it yet. Once I start to play it. Lord says, yeah, they use grown wood. They don't even have the woodcutting job permitted. As far as I know, there are no ways in the game to create grown wood. But some people have modded it to be a crop. Yeah. What exactly is grown wood? Isn't it just tree that grew from a sapling into a tree? Isn't that grown wood enough? Can't elves chop down a grown tree? Didn't know all these things. with more tetrahedrite. And what sort of stone is this? Diorite. Okay. So, mission accomplished. Microcline, and this yellow is orthoclass. And this is a black zircon. Ooh. What is this? Blue garnet. And another cavern layer down here. I mean, that's the same cavern actually. It's connected here. Fungi wood trunk. Wow, such a big underground sea. Wow. Some underground crops, dimple cups. All right, here we go. So this is where we should start undesignating things. Yeah, we now must dig around this. And instantly build a floor here. Lord is explaining about the ground wood. It's the same as wood, but every elven wooden object is made from that. It doesn't come from any tree. It just spawns magically in their caravans and equipment. But the stuff they sell have wood originating from real trees like plum wood, bilberry wood, oak, whatever. I've never seen a grown wood something in the caravan inventory. And Lord says, if elves are ever playable in vanilla fortress mode, Toady will probably make some workshop or crop that produces grown wood without killing any tree. Yeah, would make sense indeed. I mean, I really like to see where the development of Dwarf Fortress is going. Such a beautiful game. So we have discovered the caverns. We haven't found diamonds in the kimberlite layers yet, but once we find them, oh boy, nothing's going to stop us. Well, never say that. I don't really like the limestone tables and chairs here. We must have proper wooden tables. I'm not sure where to build them. I'll probably use them in one of the clerks' rooms. What sort of room will we need? Our bookkeeper already has a room. Where should I build them? What sort of room? Maybe a very small dining room, you know. I was always talking and thinking about making small dormitories and restrooms, because the way from the shallow levels of the fortress down to the magma is so long that dwarves are really exhausted, by the way, and sometimes fall asleep on the stairs, or if they are hungry down there, they have to go all the way up to the dining hall and fetch some food. So what I started to do is do some sort of a prepared food stockpile and a small dining room at the magma smelter level. But in between, I think it pays off to have all sorts of small dining places and dormitory places around your fortress where dwarves could just lay down if they feel tired, or grab something to eat. And this sort of place we could have there somewhere on the way down. Why not somewhere close to the entrance of the, like, imagine it, if you enter our fortress, you walk around the ground. We could possibly build the street here. I forgot to notice from where the caravan came, but the elves seem to come from the west. I remember that, but I don't know. I mean, from the east, but I don't know from where the dwarven caravan came. I think the dwarven caravan came from the west, if I'm not mistaken. So we would actually need something like an east-west road being built here, connecting the two map edges, and then a small way south into our fortress. Then you would go this, 2 left turns to come to the dining room, kitchen, dormitories, and then you take another left turn, go further south, descend the ramp, take another left turn and go east again. And look, this is quite a long way already, so I think this junction would be a perfect place to put in some dormitory here, and a small dining room, like two tables, 2 chairs, maybe 4 tables, 4 chairs, a small stockpile of food, 2 or 3, maybe 4 beds. Shahid is asking what's happened while I've been gone. You were still here when we discovered kimberlite. Kimberlite contains occasionally diamonds. We haven't found diamonds yet, but now the biggest discovery was tetrahedrite. There are layers of stone which contain, like, microcline and I believe gabbro, contain tetrahedrite. And we have found the caverns, vast caverns, with lots and lots of tetrahedrite, lots and lots of free roaming space, and underground lake, underground trees. But somewhere I read that even if elves restrict you to cut trees, these underground trees actually count. So you must not even cut these trees underground. These caverns seem to be completely devoid of life. There are some cave spiders. I didn't even notice whether they are cave spiders or giant cave spiders. No, just regular cave spider silk web. It's not even a giant cave spider. So yeah, small critters, basically. Small critters is what we have here. But I'm sure sooner or later we will see a forgotten beast here. It just can't be too calm here. Yeah, the caverns are really beautiful, very beautiful. I'd love to see them in what is it called, Stone Sense. But before we do that, we will look at them in stone sense at the end of the stream in a couple of minutes. But right now I'd like to have some dormitories here. Like a small room with some food and you know, beds. So did we build the floor? No, he's doing it. Okay, we should be sealed off now. Elven caravan will be leaving soon. It's end of spring. It's coming nigh. Merchants from Obekovena. I don't know why my miners are not mining. Probably they're sleeping. One of them is at least sleeping. Merchant, donkey and horse. All right, so now these things are starting to furrow up. We must dig enough pastures for our animals. Lots of underground pastures. So that is something we could do as a task here. To do. So what do we have to do next session? Next session, bolts, quivers, yes. Quivers not so much. Armor. Squad is done. New kitchen, dining hall is done. Rooms are pretty much done. Actually, furbish the rooms. Fight chaos, okay. Archery range, yes. I think our ponds might even refill, because it is raining and snowing so often. We have quite a lot of precipitation here in this fortress, so we probably don't even need a hospital having water from the cavern. We can like drain these 2 lakes, maybe these 3 lakes. And have that as a source of water. They should refill. They should refill, really. Yeah, so probably we'll make a hospital shallow underground. Or, well, you know, we will need to look for a way around the caverns anyway. Like this seems to be a good pillar where you could dig through. If I just scale it, we have a cavern. This is our whole map. And this is the entire map, 3 by 3. There are some trees here. We have deforested this area already. And this is a treeless area, treeless biome. So the cavern starts here. So you can clearly see that here is a pillar where we can dig through. Here is another pillar. And this whole area in the north seems to be pretty much untouched by the cavern. It looks like cut off here, except this one is going up here, expands further up. But yes, we could possibly dig a staircase through this pillar and use the water in this subterranean lake. As the water for the hospital. So for example, this, you see, this could, it's just a few more levels. The pillar is right here. We need to get to this place within 1, 2, 3, within 1, 2, 3 layers. So and since we have a junction here, we could probably make a staircase. We could probably make a staircase which would lead to this place. Yep. It sounds like a good idea. So, you know, I'm thinking it will be either a staircase down, or we could sorry for the notepad. We must find a way how to get down. So what I was planning here all the time was a hospital below the level of this underground lake. It's a huge reservoir of water here. I like it much better than the ponds up there, because I'm not quite sure whether the ponds would refill or not. So have a hospital. If we should have a hospital down below these caverns, then we need to access them. We would access them through the staircase in this stone pillar here. Which then would be accessed from this place, and from here on or here we can I think we could dig a staircase down here, like have access to this place, and then some sort of ramp which would exactly go to this place. A couple more ramps down here to the hospital. I think that is something we should plan. Hospital. We need traction benches and beds. Bolts, armor, furbished rooms, fight chaos, archery range, yeah, pastures. Pastures probably first. Ten crossbows have been built. Wooden shields. I think now that we have copper, actually we should start smelting copper ore. Pastures. Smelt. Tetrahedrite. Willite says, oh no, have we breached the caverns? Yes. But it is not oh no, it was fully intentional, because only now we can have underground pastures. Otherwise the clay or soil, underground soil, would not furrow with moss. So our grazers would have nowhere to graze. Now they can graze in the safety of the underground, once we have made some pastures for them. Furniture stockpiles, okay. Private rooms, we've got enough rooms now. Wooden shields no longer necessary. Wooden arrows still necessary. Okay. The hospital is more than enough of a task for tomorrow's stream. So let me save the fortress, and in tomorrow's stream at the beginning, during the summary, we will take a look at this fortress in Stone Sands, where we will see it in the isometric 3D visualization. The caverns should look where we could have an interesting view of the caverns. All right, guys, I wish you all a good night. Hope to see you soon here. Have a good time. Thanks for watching.